Oh, it's just... Yeah. Let's do this. Let's do this. This should be a lot of fun. This should be a lot of fun. Yeah. That was a mistake already. So one of the big problems here is that we cannot control our jump height at all. So every jump is going to be a full jump, which will slow us down, but we don't think it'll be too bad. When we did the practice run that we just did, when we did our practice run, were we going super hard at it? Yeah, when we did our practice run, we had no problems not dying whatsoever. So we are not really concerned about that at all. And I think this should just go very smoothly. And if this... If we are successful here, we are absolutely going to submit this to Frame Fatales. .36 series, that's not bad at all. So when we did this last time, definitely, actually both times that we did it, definitely the hardest part was the Colosseum. It was a Colosseum reverse. No, the Colosseum both ways is by far the hardest part. We've gotten substantially... Hello, Garby! How is? We hope that your day's going in wonderfully. It would be so awesome if we can actually get this together for a Frame Fatale submission. Like, we did Nintendo Power last night because we didn't think that we'd be able to get a submission for this together. But now it's looking like we actually can get a submission for this together, so... One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're good? That is awesome. So we realized that we never actually properly introduced this to the Frame Fatales committee because we forgot that we were doing a submission video with this. But this is a A-button challenge. We are trying to beat the game while pressing jump as few times as possible. And in practice with Super Metroid, we have what is called from the Mario community is called a half A press, where you need to where you can just hold jump the entire game and beat it. So that is what we're going to do. We're going to beat the game with jump always held. And as you can see, so the way that works is you can back buffer jumps. If you're standing still holding jump and press back, you will jump. You will do a back jump. And that is how we are going to jump the entire run. And we cannot wall jump here. And every jump is going to be a full jump, so we're going to have to be creative here. You're going to have to be creative here. Your A button is item select, Owl. Well, we would recommend going to complain to Deer Force about that. Thank you so much for that sub, Garby. That is going straight to Trans Lifeline. Ah. So we're gonna do a left side climb here. A left side climbs are definitely the beginner climbs, and if somebody's playing the first rando, we would absolutely, without knowing much about Super Metroid, would absolutely recommend a left side climb. You can just easily jump from platform to platform here. And yeah, it looks like we're going to be substantially ahead of our PB, which is really awesome. Because we knew that there was lots of time save, but being able to save this much time this early is really amazing. Hello, Link. How is? We hope that your day is going amazingly. Yeah, so that is just straight up 30-second save. That is wonderful. Okay, we believe that that's the double save spot. That was lucky. That was incredibly lucky. Cassidy Moen has increased cuteness. Yes, we are talking in a lower volume. Like our neighbor our upstairs neighbor complained, so we are absolutely going to try and be speaking softer. And like, if us speaking like this is still too loud, then like we guess that's the point where we just try and noise-proof the apartment more. So in this, we cannot wall jump, which means that we cannot do Alcatraz, so we have to exit the normal way. We're sure that it's really funny for you, Owl. It's a real pain in the ass for us to deal with. Like, these are paper-thin walls in our apartment. Like, we've heard our neighbor's TV being on. And we've also heard, and like, when our upstairs neighbor is just having a conversation with someone over, we can absolutely hear that, so. Like. We're willing to do stuff. Like. Hello, Alfonso, we had no idea that you were at GDQ, or we would have said hi. Yeah, like we're not gonna give up streaming. So like, coming up is the next major route divergence. We cannot mockball, so we cannot get early supers. So we're gonna have to just take the long way around. And our first mini boss is going to be a DLC. So with Spospo, the fastest possible kill is a 2-round, but that is really, really difficult. And in practice, and even runners way better than us have commented that the 2-round Spospo is a massive pain. Owl has increased cuteness. So we don't actually need any missiles, because we're going to very easily get full missiles and full health here. 64-bit Link has increased cuteness as well. So we have very intentionally set the Freya's Love emote unlock, temporary unlock, to be the minimum amount of points possible. We just want more people using the emote. All the money we get goes straight to charity, so we don't really care how many subs we have. So unfortunately, we only got one in. It's gonna take 10 missiles to kill Spospo. So that was only one of them. That was also only one. Unfortunately, normally we'd want to control our jump height so that we would be hitting the top of our jump at the same time as we're shooting missiles, but in this case we just can't do that. So that was better. We think we hit 3. The 2 round is incredibly difficult. And honestly, this is a boss where we just take whatever we can get. Okay, so at this point, this is just a bad fight. So we just have to make do with what we have. It looks like one more round should do it. Hello, Ariel. Hello, Garby. How is everybody tonight? We hope that all of you are having a cute as fucking awesome day. Okay, now one more missile should do it. There we go. That is a dead spore spawn. You're okay? Very tired? Awesome. Doing okay is awesome. Is really. So now we have our first super missiles, and then we're just gonna continue towards Kraid normally. Hello, Eric. How is? So the nice thing is with jump always held, you can freely deboost like that. So we are going to be picking up quite a bit more ammo in this. We do not believe that it is possible to Zeb skip in this, which means that we need a lot more ammo than you would normally need from Mother Brain's room. You got out of bed at 5 PM and about to get back in? That sounds like a really awesome day. That sounds like a really, really chill day. Yeah, have a wonderful sleep. Hello, Trunifor. How is? Yep. So anybody new here, the Freya's Love emote for a day is 80 of whatever those points are. And thank you for the luck. So we're just continuing as normal all the way up to Kraid. We're gonna take a small detour to grab a spacer. It's now your weekend? That is awesome. I hope you get a nice and awesome weekend. So, here is going to be the first set of bomb jumps in. You gotta spend all your points increasing cuteness? That is entirely fair. So here's the first bomb jump of the game. These are substantially harder with that high jump. Fortunately, these two are the only ones that we are going to have to do without high jump. So now that we're here, we can just grab Spazer, and Spazer is going to make Kraid much easier. In the event that we run out of ammo, Kraid will be much easier to do. Although an interesting thought is whether it would be awesome to do that, whether it would be awesome fine to get Spazer on the way out after Kraid. Because we're gonna have 15 missiles by then. Yeah, we're gonna be 15-5 by the time we get to Kraid, so. Honestly, it might make sense to just grab missiles after Kraid. Or grab Spazer after Kraid. So we'll just be able to pump Kraid full of ammo. So yeah, we think in future runs we're gonna do that. Just there's definitely a lot more optimization that we want to do, but we're comfortable submitting with this run where it is now. But if this run actually gets accepted, then we will definitely be putting more. Then we'll definitely be putting a lot more sciencing into this run, because this is a category that absolutely deserves it. Most channels you accumulate points in, but this one you don't have any. Because you got to increase cuteness. Increasing cuteness is all the important. Ooh, what category is that? What category is that? Oh, owl, here's a question. Last night, were we talking louder than normal, or are we just talking at our normal volume? It's like we're trying to figure out if there's something special about last night, or if it's just every night that was a problem. Oh, you were sleeping. Okay. That's not particularly helpful. And with high jump, we can just jump right up here, which is really nice. Simul boss. He heard us anyway. May our cuteness carry all the way over to Waterloo. Simul boss percent. So multi-trade reach. Player has. Yeah, that. Oh, we want this super. Yeah, we've definitely seen multi-trades. Yeah, we've definitely seen multi-trades where people are fighting the same boss at the same time. We're still happy with our category. Gay percent. Okay. So unfortunately, it's basically impossible to do the Kraid quick kill with this setup. Yep, so as you can see there, the fight is significantly harder like this. Because you don't have very much control over what's going on right now. And that is an awesome, awesome time save. Aiming for 11 players. Fantoon is hard with that angle up. Mother Brain seems doable. Holy shit, at what? Again, the nice thing is that you can deboost really easily in this category. Yep, that's it. That's a 250 gold because we've done a lot of practicing since the last time we ran this category. We've done a lot of practicing and theory crafting. Like compared to our PB, we did like a nice chill practice run, and we're 10 minutes IGT faster. And there's going to be even more RTA time save. So the nice thing is that we already have high jump here, so we can just go directly to Bubble Mountain. And Bubble Mountain is going to be the next place that we have to bomb jump, which is not too gentle. We are going to be grabbing Cathedral Missiles. Because we are going to be aiming for about 45-20 just for Mother Brain's room. And having more ammo, especially early on, is just going to make everything gentler. And we need to have enough ammo that we don't need to refill in Mother Brain's room. You have to jump for every shot? Yeah, that doesn't sound, it sounds annoying, but not difficult. If that makes any sense. Did we get the cack? Yes, we got the cack. We want to kill all the way. We want to kill everything to get it out of the way for this bomb jump. Back buffering a jump into bomb jumps is a very, very common technique that we're going to be using all throughout the run. And we'd say that that's one of the most important things to master, especially doing that in sand, because doing that in sand because the sand coming up later are instant death pits, and so that makes the sand definitely the hardest one. Submit Rich, this one, like submit the run as in try to get the categories approved for the leaderboards. Wait, really, Ariel? Like that's something that we see all the time. Come on. We have not tried to get into the leaderboards yet. We are going to be doing that in the future. But we definitely were not okay with doing that with our previous time. Like, if we can get this down to like a sub 2 and maybe 1.4x, then we're absolutely going to submit this. We're actually absolutely going to submit the category. Yeah, it's really, really awesome. Like, this entire game is super sick, and like, half A press is awesome because we get to do all sorts of stuff that we'd never do in a normal run. Like, jumping from these platforms is really, really cool on this run. Because it's fairly precise, but or more than fairly precise, it's fairly punishing if you miss. So right now, this is a half A press category. Try to beat it with the pressing jump as few times as possible. Right here is a very, very punishing part of the run. And you can see there that every time we fall, we take 30 damage from the spikes. Which means that we don't get all that many attempts to try and do that. And if we fail too many times, then we do need to grab it and go and farm for more health. So that is a scary part of the run, just because it's this place of the run where you can so easily lose a bunch of time. So next we're going to be heading down and killing Crocomire. We absolutely do need grapple to get across the moat. And wave beam was incredibly important because we need wave beam in order to get to grapple. Just HBJ. Thanks, Owl. Whatever would we do without you? The moat? HPJ can cross anything. Can't HPJ just cross anything? Like, we don't see why HPJ wouldn't be able to cross something. So Croc is going to give us our first power bombs, as well as... He's going to give us our first power bomb, as well as another E-Tank and grapple. The goal here is to push Crocomire all the way back into the lava. We're going to do that primarily using charge shots. And it is possible to do this fight with just one pack of missiles and nothing else. But fortunately, we're not in a challenge like that. Fortunately, this is a different challenge, so we don't have to bother with stuff like that. There is an E-Tank over there, but we cannot grab it yet because we cannot wall jump. Oh, this fight is wonderful with charged plasma. The plasma will just pierce it, hit it Croc repeatedly, and you can one-shot Croc. And Croc, very nice, very conveniently breaks down that wall at exactly the right place for us. So now we can get across. So next up we have another bomb jump coming up. Oh, oops. Actually, no, that's fine. That's fine. We don't actually need to power bomb there, so we don't actually need to go back up to get the peeps. Better to get our mistakes out now rather than in a marathon. No, we're absolutely allowed to run. It's just jump. This is just jump always held. So now here's another tricky back buffered jump. Getting the height for that is always tricky. Especially in a place like this where you have to do it under a timer. So bomb jumping like that is substantially easier. Bomb jumping like that is substantially easier with high jump here. Just because if you do it without high jump here, then you're you do it without high jump here, then you're fighting against. Then the inputs are really tight under A button challenge conditions. So now we're gonna spark up. So we can spark diagonally. We can spark diagonally, and we can spark. We can absolutely spark diagonally. Yes. Yes. We need grapple for the moat. We need grapple for the moat. Horizontal bomb jump the moat? Like... So the problem with high jumping the boat so if we do that, we're also going to be missing out on this extra E-tank, which would make everything else harder. Also, we've only done horizontal bomb jump once, and that was right after Emmett taught it to us. Or Emmett taught us how to do it well. So you're probably right that that would be faster optimally, but it would make everything significantly more terrifying. Which would not be fun. But yeah, you're right that's definitely an optimization that we can look into if we get way better at the category and start pushing it down a lot. Well, that was a nice shot there. So right now that we have grapple, we're gonna be heading up straight towards Fantoon. I'm gonna be continuing that way. That's a lie. We need to grab Ice Beam first so we can get up the red tower. It would be theoretically possible to get up the red tower without ice, but it would be incredibly difficult. And not at all worth it to try and just get late ice, since we're gonna need to pick up ice anyway. Thank you for the bless you. So now that we have ice, we are going to go up and fight Phantoon. Which you would think that Phantoon would be difficult in the A button challenge, and when we did our very first run, we actually went and grabbed some extra E-tanks because we were afraid of the fight. But it's actually not that difficult at all, so shouldn't have any problems with it at all. This is a cute little bomb spread. If you just hold charge and down, then the bomb will just bounce to the perfect height every single time, and it's wonderful. So we're going to be saving a huge amount of time over our previous run, because we're going straight to Phantoon and not going to go and run around and grab extra E-tanks along the way. Yeah, the bomb shed strat is wonderful. Like, it's such like if somebody's just learning the game for the first time, you would absolutely recommend that strat. Hello, Hero. Thank you for the luck. This is so much fun. Like, when we were doing it the first time, we thought that nobody had done it before, so it would just be a free world record. But it turned out that Nutella had actually done it. So like, now we have to go and bop Nutella. We have to go and bop Nutella. Ah. Yeah. Oh no. Come on. And this is why we grabbed ice, because this would be so much harder without ice. It's hard enough as it is with ice. If there was a way to control our jump height better, we'd be able to save so much time, but unfortunately there just isn't, and every jump is a full jump. His time is a little bit under 2 hours. Luckily, deboosting works amazingly. So we still get a chance to swag deboost strats. Fortunately, we just got chomped on by the Samus Eaters. Luckily, we already have power bombs, so we don't need to worry about going down and grabbing them. We will not be needing any more than 5 power bombs in the entire run. We absolutely could do the bottom of the red tower spark, but the bottom of the red tower spark is slow and inconsistent. Like, if we were like Topsy or Cutie or something, then we could do the bottom of the red tower spark without If we were Topsy or Cutie or somebody, we could do the bottom of the red tower spark without needing the door transition. Oh, that's not gonna open, is it? No. Luckily, we don't actually need that power bomb. Normally, we'd want to power bomb for the Phantoon, for doing damage to Phantoon. What? Our stutters are not that good. Our stutters are really, really not that good. Like, when we're doing fast pillars, we actually do a little bit of a charge through the door, specifically to make up for the fact that our stutters are so bad. Like, we go out of our way to compensate for bad stutters. So our stutters are definitely not very good. So across the ocean there, we absolutely just had to grapple. Because you can't shine spark horizontally, unfortunately. So here we're going to be Dopplering Phantoon. If all goes well, we will be aiming for a 3-round, but we would very happily take a 4-round at this point too. So for Dopplering, we're going to be shooting missiles at Phantoon. Phantoon is either opens after 1, 5, or 10 seconds. Eye open. And so we're fast, mid, and slow. So we're always hoping for fasts. That is an excellent setup for a 3-round. Unfortunately, it looks like we've gotten slow so far, which happens. Mid. Slow, mid. Fortunately, we didn't want to... If we do shoot Phantoon with the super... Okay, yeah, so we could have just shot Phantoon with the super and finished. Fortunately, Phantoon is actually pretty easy here. With all this health, Phantoon is a pretty easy fight. So the other day, Zost was doing, like, we saw Zost get a literal slow the other day. So at this point we have basically all the missiles that we want, and we're gonna be grabbing 3 more super packs, and that will give us all the ammo we need for Mother Rain 1. Does anybody know what the minimum ammo for Mother Rain 1 is? Okay, so let's see, we can start 1525 would be minimum. Wait, does 1525 actually... No. So the attic is a complete mess without... The attic is a complete mess when you cannot, spark or control much at all, so we're just gonna lay a power bomb and try and then shoot everything to death. So I guess that 1536 should be the minimum. So let's see, 1536 is the minimum for Mother Brain. So coming up here is bowling. So normally deboosting off the spikes is a really bad strat, but because we can't do running jumps, deboosting off the spikes is actually the strat that we're going to use. So deboosting off the spikes like this is actually really unique to this run. And this is the only place you're ever going to see that. And unfortunately we cannot spark. So yeah, here goes the deboost strats. The only time you'll ever see this. super solid run through here. So, calculating the minimum ammo from Mother Brain. So 20, that's 12 for the Zebs, 3 for the doors, so that would leave us 5 supers. So 1500. And then we need... So 20 supers we need. We have 5. Imagine doing PKRD. Or PKRD. So let's see. I leave 1500 damage, so we need 15, 21. Yep, so that's a really useful number for us to keep in mind for the future. We can actually get away with we can easily get away with 30 to 35. We can get away with 30 to 35 and 20. And 30 is a number that we need to guarantee not a soft block. So we absolutely will be able to. So we can skip some of these missile packs next time around. We can skip a couple of them, which will make things a little bit faster. The Hellway is always a tricky room in this. Basically, how do you get through it without getting eaten? Okay, that's definitely a room that we need to practice a lot. I promise that one will be better in a marathon. Gap skips might be the answer. Is everything in that room gap skippable? Or are there... We thought that there were gaps which are too big for gap skipping. Can you gap skip everything in Hellway? Yeah. Yeah, we haven't actually counted how many tiles there are. Like, that is absolutely a room which needs work. So the tube will explode on your first new input, which is a really, really interesting mechanic. It means that we can just back off or jump right away. Oh! Did not mean to do that. So at this point we just headed straight to Dragon. So we actually wanted crab supers over here. We definitely do want 20 supers so we don't have to 20 supers will allow us to not have to take a refill on Tori, and so we do want to grab these supers first. And then one more pack of supers coming up, and that is all the ammo we'll need. That is all the ammo we will have for the rest of the game. We'll see how consistent we can get our gap skips for Hellway. Like, we could definitely see ourselves doing that, but we also have our gap skips are not that consistent. But we guess that would be a good excuse to learn how to make them consistent. So here is our last super pack coming right here. And then we are going to be taking our only save right here, because coming up is Coliseum, which basically has, in this category, has instant death pits. So this is an absolutely necessary safety save. Ugh. Fortunately, the spark does not use very much health. Otherwise, we'd be actually worried about our health for bot wound. We will be getting an E-tank right after, so as soon as we can take down bot wound, health will not be a problem. Other than the instant death pits, of course. Bot wound is notorious for having the worst hitbox in the game. And we're good. Easy kill from here on out. Once bot wound gets below half, you can just safe spot bot wound and not have to worry about taking damage at all. So right here, we could jump to the E-tank, but unfortunately, if you fall, that's a massive amount of time loss. So we are actually going to be taking it much more safely, and just grabbing the E-tank from the other side. And now that we have this E-tank, we can refill our supers and then go. Or actually, we don't think we need to refill our supers all the way. We're gonna get grapple killing Dragon. We do want to get a Shine Spark through here. Shine Spark up that room will be much gentler than trying to bomb jump it. And it is really nice that we can still do mid-air Shine Sparks. So this is a room with instant death pits, which is just straight up the worst room in the run. Like, just hands down the worst room in the run. Going forward is not too bad because you can actually just make it across by grappling normally. And huge shoutouts to Nutella for discovering the strat of just standing on the sand and back buffering. It's very tricky because if you're in a turnaround animation and you hit the sand, then you just got instant death pit. And you just got killed by an instant death pit. So there's definitely an art to it, and it is definitely expected to have some deaths in this room. Ah! So unfortunately there, we were holding R when we did our turnaround, which meant that we didn't jump. Which is why we just got eaten by an instant death pit. It is possible to grapple across the room. It's not possible to grapple across the room in reverse. And it's just generally a lot safer. So yeah, that room has really, really particular inputs of what you need to do. Good night, Owl. We hope you have a wonderful sleep and a wonderful tomorrow. So yeah, almost the entirety of the variance in this run is just that one room. Because that is a very, very difficult room. Come on, Batwoman. So if you are holding L or R when you turn around, you will not jump. That's really, really useful in a lot of situations. Unfortunately, in that specific situation, it just gets you killed. So yeah, here's to a better Coliseum. We gotta make it through those rooms twice, once before Dragon and once after. And if we do get this in, we're gonna be practicing that room endlessly. Because that is the single hardest point of the run. That pit? For that one, there are enemies there to knock you up, and you can freeze them to use platforms. So that is actually not an instant death pit. Oh, yeah. The sand is just instant death. The sand down here are just instant death pits, basically. Or, I guess more than basically, they are instant death pits. Okay, that's awesome that worked. It didn't feel like it worked. And we were ready to bail on the bomb jump because we thought that the bomb was too early. Oh no! These are definitely the tensest bomb jumps we've ever done in our life. And we don't think there's any chance that we'll die to Dragon, but just because of how tricky that room is, we want to grab a save here so we don't have to redo that. Just because that room is not fun at all. We wonder what ammo packs we should cut out. So here we're just going to do a standard grapple kill. there's no way to do a spark kill, and we wouldn't be able to use the spark to reverse happy anyway if we did get it. So we're just gonna do a very, very standard grapple kill. Oh, that is awesome. That is amazing. Thank you so much for that. That was astonishingly close to a quick kill for a mode which forces you to jump at full height every time. Strigan has a 1 in 256 chance of slapping you every frame. And so we should not be dying at all. And now we can just bomb jump out of here. With this much health and ammo, we have no need for any of the drops. Ooh, that is awesome. That is really awesome. Oh. No, 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 no. Okay. We definitely want to save now because this room is the room that we're gonna die in if we're gonna die in any room. Yes. Oh yeah, space jump is completely useless in this category, so that's why we aren't picking it up. It just doesn't do anything. Yeah, the bombs will kill that eventually. Should take 4 bombs to kill one of those. 1. So right here, you actually cannot grapple across. When we did our first run of this, we spent 30 minutes dying in this room repeatedly trying to get across here. At this point, yep. First try, that feels so good. That feels so good. Oh. Okay, so now we have another time bomb jump and spikes. Oh, this time shouldn't be too bad. This time around, we have about the same amount of health as last time, but we also have gravity, so we get twice as many tries. And this should be the very last bomb jump that we have to do on spikes. That's a lie, there's one more coming up. Well, yes, this should get us across. This should get us across if we grab our use the momentum correctly. And there we go. Metroid climbing is somewhat safe. Like, the nice thing about bomb jumps is that they're super consistent. So we're going to be farming back up to full before plasma. The enemies in the plasma room deal a ton of damage. And it's just significantly safer to have this. To have more health there. Oh, we missed the Dragon Split again. Oh, how convenient. That little pancake is there to give us a little height boost to save us time. Each bomb takes 60 seconds to explode, or 60 frames to explode, so we delay 1 bomb a second here. Oh wow, That would be amazing, Armoth. Fortunately, we missed our ride, so we're just gonna bomb jump up the rest of the way. So we actually super appreciate how many bomb jumps are in this category, because bomb jumping is just usually not a thing that you get to see or do. Like, bomb jumping is usually reserved for desperation checks and randos. And it's really, really awesome to have a category which uses bomb jumps rather than wall jumping. You won't have to do multi-try to save states. That would be really awesome. Yeah, that would actually be really, really, really awesome, because that would make multi-trides, that would make doing them with people so much easier. So fortunately, we don't need to do anything fancy. We can just spark out of here. Oh no. Thank you, Pirate. That pirate could have easily gone off screen and would have required us to do more tricky things to get back to it. Yeah, so at this point we're just gonna head straight towards Ridley. We only died once in the Colosseum, we believe, which is just absolutely amazing. When we were first envisioning this category, we thought it was going to be a lot harder than it actually is. But in practice, it's not that much more difficult than in any percent run. And especially with things like what John is suggesting as improvements, it could be even easier. Okay, please tell us if we can actually get out of this. We're gonna be incredibly salty if this is actually a soft lock. Because like if this is actually a soft lock, then we just weren't taking this room as seriously as we needed to. We think this might actually be a soft lock. We hadn't soft locked here in the past, so... See if we can gravity jump here. We doubt it, but... Yeah, unfortunately, that doesn't look... Or do you mean doing that without a suit? Is this the right location? Yeah, we think that you have to be higher up in order to actually do that. Yeah, we're just gonna reset. That's really, really unfortunate. We honestly thought that we were past the hardest part of the run. And we're gonna need to figure out how to deal with that in runs in the future. Because like that's That's a really, really dangerous point that we didn't know existed. And it's really unfortunate that we ran into that when we were making a submission video. But we guess it's definitely better than running into that in a marathon. So I guess that one option would just be to skip plasma. Which might not be... No. Skipping plasma is not a good idea. Thank you, Metroid, for making a bridge for us. Fortunately, we killed that one, so we're not going to be able to make a bridge here. Oh no! Yeah, we could get it. Yeah, we're gonna need to think about that. We think we're gonna make one more attempt at that, because every other time we've been through there, we haven't fallen. But it definitely might not be marathon safe. Oh no. Yeah, that's really, really sad. We were hoping to get the world record this run. But it looks like we just messed up too, like the sandfall. We got overconfident because we thought that no, we can't horizontal spark. We just can't horizontal spark with this setup. It's fine if the Metroid's attached to us, because 4 bombs will just kill him. Okay. Yeah, we can't even do standing sparks. How much time would it lose to come back through Cack Alley? Like, do we have to do extra bomb jumps? Or just be, or it'd just be like pretty straightforward? Okay, now we're actually curious. Can we make this jump right here? But no, we think it would actually need a bomb jump there. Not that long of a bomb jump. We don't know if we can actually take top path. We don't think the bomb jump would be very hard though. Yeah, so we're gonna one more attempt at the sandfall, and if we fall again, then we're definitely gonna take a safer path next time. We are allowed to grab Spring Ball, but the thing is, like, it's not very. Once we get out of Meridia, it's not particularly useful anymore. Like, the only place that Spring Ball would actually help. Will Spring Ball even get us out of the sand? We don't know. Ah. But we can definitely feel ourselves improving every single bomb jump. Whatever. I had to at least try to take advantage of that. Is that enough? That was enough. Wow. We're actually really impressed that was enough. New tech, yes, new tech. That's part of the fun. So there's no point in actually laying a power bomb here with ice equipped, because each power will take 2 shots to kill regardless. Okay. Okay, so now that power is walking to the left, so we're going to want to spark to the top right of the room. New tech. The bomb jumps actually get us beautifully over that. Okay, now we are newly terrified of the sand halls. The sand halls are actually an awful room in any category, but they're uniquely awful here. So yeah, we're gonna make one more attempt at this, and if this doesn't and if we fall in again and soft lock, then we're gonna just take Cack Alley back out. So we're gonna go for a much safer route if we end up soft locking again. Okay, so at this point we're going to declare this a world record route thing, and something that is not marathon safe. So if this does get into frame fatales or any other marathon, we'll be taking Cack the longer, safer route back out. That is not a marathon safe route at all. Yeah, so if anybody wants to do strat finding for this, we would absolutely love we would absolutely love help with that, because this category deserves a lot of strat finding. This category absolutely deserves strat finding. So the way that we are going to get up the lava dive with a frame perfect or close to frame perfect gravity jump, we can actually just make it all the way up. So that is how we're going to do that. Back buffer, basically a frame perfect gravity jump. No. Hero, we made Here, we made a hack for this a year and a half ago. Because we wanted to do this. We wanted to do this and thought it would be a neat run, so we made a hack for it. We never thought that we'd actually want to be submitting it to a marathon, but we made a hack for it. This is a really awkward room under these conditions. Beautifully awkward. So thankfully we have plasma, which means we can just freeze this. And we're basically looking for to jump in the last frame before the pause ends. First try! First try, let's go. That is actually really good. And you can see that we just gained 50 minutes there, even with those deaths. Yep, the hack just has jump always pressed. No fast pillars because we cannot spark horizontally, so we're just gonna have to do all this with power bombs. Unfortunately, with plasma, we can just kill everything along the way. So we're at basically no risk of dying. So right here, we're gonna be trying to do a bomb jump and lay one power bomb in the middle of it to break the blocks. And the power bomb creates quite a bit of lag, which makes execution interesting. So now we're just gonna. This is a dangerous room. This room filled with acid. So is a room where we actually do have to go quickly, and where falling could actually result in a death. So I'm going to take that nice and safely. We are going to save before Ridley, just because Ridley is always terrifying. With this much health, and we're going to farm to full before the fight, we don't expect any problems, but this is definitely a case where we'd much rather be safe. Very nice so far. Use the gold pirates as a power platform in the worst room. So the problem is that it leaves them alive, which makes us likely to take a lot of damage. Like, that would be a cool thing to do, but like doing that is just basically beyond the level of optimization that we're working at right now. We're just gonna run down here and farm to full health in the next room. We are at full ammo, so this will go very quickly. Farming to full health is not necessary, but in a run that already has a death, we'd much rather just farm to full than die to Ridley and feel stupid. So it's going to be 20 charge shots to kill Ridley. So this should go pretty quick. This should be a very dead Ridley. This should be a very, very dead Ridley. So we are going to pick up the Ridley E-Tank, just because we'll be significantly happier escaping with the extra health. Yeah, rip all of our muscle memory. You can't do running jumps, you can't jump over a lot of stuff that you normally could. Rip getting stuck under that platform. Unfortunately, we do have to bomb jump out of here. It is theoretically, technically possible to get a spark out of there, but there's been one person in the world who's successfully done that, and he was playing on keyboard. Hello, Black Fox. Welcome to the stream. How are you? We hope that your day's going well. So in this escape, we're gonna be killing basically everything. Plasma is really, really nice for that. It makes it really easy to just kill everything. Does anybody know what Nutella's time for this was? Like, we think it was a 154, but it's on Nutella's YouTube channel under A Button Challenge. And like, at this point, we're legit curious what his time was. Oh no. This much health is perfectly fine to do the escape with. There's only one more dangerous room, and that's a room where it's very easy to just kill everything. And we will be grabbing a ship refill on the way down. Just because not having to worry about supers helps a lot. Nutella forever. 51? Okay. Yeah, we might not have this. We have no idea whether this is going to be the world record. We hope so. That'd be really cool to have a world record. Actually, yeah. No. Our splits are saying that we're on pace for the world record. Our splits are saying that as long as we don't mess up the rest of this, we should be on world record pace. So right now we're a bit concerned about health going to Meridia. Because we think our optimal path is going to involve 2 sparks. We don't know how much health those sparks take us offhand. Do we have enough to spark? That's ED's idea of cheating. Okay, so we should be able to spark up here first. Oh wow, that's so much better. That's the entrance that we need to use for that room every time in the future. Okay, that was tons of health to do that. Yeah, we completely agree here. We completely agree that that's silly. So yeah, it looks like we will be taking a save directly for Form of the Rain 1. Like, that's why we just made this hack. Like, who wants to actually be holding down the jump button the entire run? It doesn't sound very fun. That's not the challenge when you can hold it down a button. The challenge is in playing the game. Okay, so we have 17 minutes to get this world record. We have 17 minutes to get this world record. Regardless of how this goes, this is a submission. No, 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 no Zeb skip. Zeb skip skip. That's why we got all this ammo. For Zeb skip. For Zeb skip skip, we mean. Come on. Okay, we actually do want that super. We don't actually know. Second Zeb morph ball skip is actually interesting. Is that possible without spring ball? Yeah, hi, we don't like this super count at all. Luckily we have tons of ammo. That is something that we definitely need to look into. Oh, for heck's sake. Okay, yeah, this ammo count is not good, but it's whatever at this point. Yeah, in that case, that's something we absolutely need to look into then. Okay, let's go. So we're gonna be facing right when being grabbed. When we are facing right, Samus does not have a turnaround does not have a stand-up animation, so the animation skips actually saves about 40 frames. We're gonna be opening the first door with regular missiles. Because that way we'll have an extra super, a Mother Brain one. We don't think we'll need the extra super. But we're trying to be super safe here. Because this was already a run with deaths. And at this point, as long as we don't die again, we are absolutely on world record pace. And we do not want to lose the world record to something as silly as that. It is definitely possible to die to Mother Brain. As we saw in Super Metroid Impossible Run, Mother Brain can just kill you very quickly, same with Zenny's run. So Mother Brain has claimed a life at both of the last GDQ Super Metroid runs. We're waiting until we're super close to those so that we don't miss. So right now we have 6 missiles that we can miss. So we're gonna take this not super safe, slow and safe, but we're definitely gonna be killing all the Rinkas. And there we go. Now all we gotta do is not die to Mother Brain. And this should be a world record. It should absolutely be a world record. This is super exciting. This will be the first Super Metroid world record that we have in a category that we didn't invent. 20 shots to kill. And then that's it. Unfortunately, because we were talking about 20 shots to kill, we lost track of how many counts we'd actually put in. That's it. Okay, that was a little bit too close to for comfort. If we would have body rammed Mother Brain once more, we would have been dead. Probably could have still world recorded, but that would have just been a dead run. So yeah, we are super excited about this. This is a 1.5 minute cutscene, and we have Mother Brain 3 and escape, and then we have a world record. Based on our existing votes, we're going to world record by over 5 minutes. And we're going to have a nice submission video. Hello, Aven Chaos. This is only our second run of this, and our first run was highly experimental. Rariel! And like, how are you? Yeah, so the world record is a 151. So this is going to be a world record by a significant amount. And we think that we're going to pull a Zoast and save the animals. Like, we totally remember Zoast saving the animals in the RBO world record. Yep, things are going very well. We got this amazing video together for our Frame Fatale submission. Like, we did not think that we could actually put this run together this quickly. But it ended up being much easier than we expected. It ended up being much easier than we expected. So because it's half A press, basically the only thing we can do here is just sit here with our hand on the controller until Mother Brain dies. That's basically all we can do here. So we took like 4 or 5 deaths in this. And we're still gonna world record by several minutes, so like... So yeah, this is our chance to... Zoast has a thing where if he's gonna world record by a huge amount, he'll just save the animals. So we're gonna pull a Zoast and we're gonna save the animals here and take our world record. Gabine, yes. Yes, it's so good. Meow. We say meow to your kitty. Okay, so this room, whether or not the spark works, is just gonna be pure RNG. Honestly. Yeah, and like, we'll try it once. Last time we did this, we got lucky, but there's basically no way. Maybe there is a way to control it, but actually, if there was a way to control it, way more people would do left side spark. So it's basically just RNG whether it works. If you do it on the ground, it works every time, but we can't do it on the ground here. The Scotty spark? Is that a consistent setup for doing it in the air? Jump onto the left and spark to the right. And here we have an animal saving. The only time we'll ever get to save the animals in the world record in Super Metroid. We have to take advantage of this. Poor John. Poor John. And this is going to be one segment which is not a gold, just because we're saving the animals. So there we go, a few seconds off, but... Oh, actually we missed a really neat minute break by saving the animals, but worth Okay, we're gonna run to the bathroom right now. We'll be right back. Thank you for the GGs. This is a new world record. We are super happy with this. We're super happy with this run, and now that we've seen this, we think it, especially with the thing that John was recommending, it very well might be possible to push this down to under 130. We don't think we're going to want to go that route until we've done more, but there's definitely a lot of space to push this down more. And that's super exciting. Like, we are amazingly happy with this, and now we're gonna equip this so we can have it, and get our submission in. Like, that is ridiculously awesome. Like, yeah, this just completely blew away all of our expectations, and we're super glad that you enjoyed. Like, so here's the question: which run do we cut from Frame Fatales? Right now we have any percent. We have any percent. We have gay percent, Toho, Rabby Ruby, and Nintendo Power. So then the question is, which one of those categories do we cut? And we think the answer is Nintendo Power. Like, as much as we like the route, we just can't drop any of those other games. So we think we just have to drop that.